Good morning, happy Friday, all that good stuff. How's it going? It's Friday. It's supposed to be Hero Card Friday, but I don't have anything really to work on, so I'm up for suggestions. I haven't had time to prepare the character design lecture because this week has been busy and my daughter has been home all week, so I haven't had free time. What my idea is that I'll record the thing, so I don't need to sit here and fiddle with slides and stuff, and you guys I can do my warm-up while just listening to you guys listen to that clip, right? Rather than me having to click next slide and fiddle with all these things, it's just going to be awful. So I'd rather do that prepared. So it's nice. That's it. Atski, Dr. Sheldon Zeal in the Bruno Romanos. Kilrathi, how's it going? So what should I do? Random topic. Paint what I want to paint. Next hero card. What would you like? Hey, Zealin. Oh, yeah. That's crazy. Number 4. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. I'm glad you are here. Pick a random viewer and paint them as a villain. I mean, obviously, there has to just be the name. Production art. So more like actual concept. Alright, I can do a concept. I mean, it's going to be more than one warm-up, though. It's going to be... or it could be every Friday I work on a concept. Redesign a previous warm-up concept. I mean, I could do an orthographics. I could redraw the bananabot, rentabot. That Freddie Mercury mustache is hilarious. A voodoo breakfast. Well, I painted one of them, both of them up to a point where they're finished, at least online or live. I don't think I can fiddle with them, but the amount of difference I do in half an hour when it comes to the last 5% is so minimal. It requires like a few hours, and usually like in a sitting rather than 30 minutes here, 30 minutes, and you don't get into the zone. So I don't think it works on anymore to show live. Orthographics. I mean, I could paint the bananabot and then do orthographics for it. I could do that. I could definitely do that. Question is which warm-up was it? I mean, in a way, first I could, what I could do is, hey, Ghetto Legend, how's it going? Yeah, I could do that too. I could do that too. A voodoo breakfast. I could, like, if it would be line art, I would paint it. If it would be painted, I would do it line art. Or, you know, like realism versus toony. But the bananabot in a way is a fun idea, but the concept itself is not that challenging, you know. Talking about this one. Rent the banana is hilarious. So good. Zealid. Voodoo breakfast. Yeah, I can't do that on stream, unfortunately. But okay, like, I mean, I can sit here and chat all day. Let's start the 30 minutes. Let's do an orthographics of this one. If you don't know, this is a really cool little thing. Hopefully it will work. If you have a same dimension window and you have a lot of layers and you want to place it in the other document and make it not move around, as far as I remember, it's Alt and Shift and drag the stack, and it should pop exactly in the exact same place in the document. Zealin, yeah, exactly. That little Alt Shift drag click the stack over, and it places it perfectly placed in the document. It's such a nice little hack. Yeah, that tasty cosmic banana, the good stuff. In a way, I would like to kind of work more on it, like design it better. Maybe I should, what's it called? Why is it? Oh, what a dirty PSD. Just mess all over the place. So why doesn't it show? What the? Oh. Okay. I get it. There you go. Uh-huh. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's do it all the way like that. There's beard scratching. All right, sorry. It's not beard. It's where's the microphone? There. It's a shirt. It hangs down on the here and scrapes. Thanks for letting me know. Let me know if it continues. I'm not gonna touch the bananabot. I'm gonna give it more love. So usually what you gotta do what I try to do is like find a center line in the character, and then if you think about the character standing like this, now I'm gonna draw the side view and face that way. I try to draw all these lines more or less now to the center line. And one thing you gotta remember is like this hip is lower down than that, right? It's rotated, so you gotta find somewhere in between. What I sometimes have to do when it's a complicated design, I actually have to go in and rotate the body part. Mira. More than it already got. Eric Moy, how's it going, man? Hey, Dave Deviant. How are you? Yeah, so when you kind of map that out, uh, the general proportions, uh, you can start like sketching it out. What I try to do is do um, one pass where I can I know I will adjust it, right? I know where it's not going to be perfect. It's going to be broken. I'm going to have to redraw whatever I've drawn again. But the idea is I need to see where I'm going with the design, right? And I shouldn't do the side view yet. I'm kind of jumping the gun, which is stupid. The reason is because you're gonna draw the backside, like the backside of the leg, and I don't know what the backside of the leg looks like yet. So what I always do is I draw the. I'm gonna draw this one a little bit higher, to do in between there. What I usually do is I draw the backside first, before anything else. Just so you know where everything is. But yeah, like I said, you do a quick sketch like this, knowing that you're gonna have to redraw it. But that's fine. The reason is so you can start seeing the body parts. And one good thing is if you draw a strange volume and you start shifting it around, you know that the head of the height, you can't scale it like this. But if it's wonky, you can hold down Control Shift Alt and drag, and you can skew things to the point where you need them to be skewed, which is really handy when you don't want to mess up the lines. Really, no snap. Yeah, the hydraulics in the neck, so it can withstand the thrust. All right, we got somewhat a side view, but I gotta design the back view. And what I'll do with the back view is I don't want to reuse the pose. Actually, I could reuse the pose to make it easier. Where are you, Mr. Bot? What the? What? What have I done? Hey, Dave Deviant. Oh, you got your number 3. It's like, thank you very much for the support. And one of your levy, your number 3. Oh Jesus, you guys are the best. You know a really good trick. Like if you have a overcomplicated stack of layers and you want to merge them so that you can copy them. What I always do is I merge them. So now it's in one layer here. I select everything on the layer, copy, then I undo, history undo, go back to before I merged, and then I can paste the copy because I copied everything on the layer. So that's what I did with this one. And what I'll do now is because I don't want the exact same pose in the back view, because it might muddy the what's it called? The communication. Like the pose might hinder the readability of the design. So what I'm just gonna do is put the arm down and try to find just some kind of natural pose. I mean, he could have the hand on the hip as well to maintain the sass. Oh, Dame Deviant, your tablet arrived? Oh, you gotta let us know how it works. Dame Deviant, yeah. All the buttons and stuff, it's tricky. So what I usually do is, oh, by the way, about the pose, Zealin, it's not like vital that you maintain the pose, but if you do, what's vital is if you do pose changes, is that you don't distort the proportions, or you don't change up the design, but that you maintain the design, but you can you just alter the pose. Even like if you redraw the back view so that you don't maintain anything from the front pose, you still need to reference the front view a lot when you're redesigning or changing the pose. Like now I'm keeping the silhouette, so I know the proportions are accurate. I'm keeping the pose. The reasoning behind it is that the pose isn't dramatic enough, or too dramatic for me to get lost in the design, and the pose is very good in the sense of it tells the story, which is what I need for this character in particular. So what I'm going to do now is just kind of start like designing the back view, like what the parts look like, and so on, and trying to be as true as I can to like the front view, and the things that's already been decided in the front view. And one good thing is when you paint everything out but keep a little bit on the edge, like on the leg for example, you can see where it starts and stops. Hey Morphe, how's it going? Game Deviant, yeah, absolutely. It's one good thing you should remember though is that digital isn't a solution to the problems. Digital tablet and so on is just a tool, and it takes time to learn the tool. And one thing, one thing you should try to do is when you start practicing and you find a brush that you like, uh, much like with everything, stay true to it in the sense of stick to it. And wait, how does that work? What I'm trying to get at is it's good to experiment, but you don't learn the tool by experimenting. You're when you're experimenting, you're learning a medium. And what I found great is stick to a very simple, basic brush, so that you don't spend time learning the medium or practicing the art of painting, because that you already know. All what you need to do is learn the tool, right? And to learn the tool, you it's mileage. So what I did in the beginning is I used very little texture brushes. I just used like a default round brush and kind of just started understanding how it feels to paint, so that I don't change the brush and the brush does all these other things, and I need to learn, okay, this brush does this and this angle, or I need to use the color that way, plus the mechanics of painting. That's how I saw it, at least. Um, and it worked well for me. So at least take it into consideration um, if that's something. I was thinking, should the rent a banana or bananabot have a handle on the back, for for the for the moments where you need to be able to hold on. Hey, Faro Art, how's it going? It's this time every day, except on weekends. Yeah, I was thinking should he have like handles like that. You can just hold on. Dude, that's so messed up. But that's what I love about the banana butt. It's so good. A butt mustache for that extra texture. Mm. Hey, wait. Did I draw the butt the wrong way? The hip that is down is going rotate out the hip. So we need to see the back side of the leg. Yeah, I drew it wrong. It needs to be more like that. So the butt line is like that. Yeah. Which means the panties need to go that way. Yep. Yep, like that. And then yeah. Okay, there we go. Man, this concept's so funny. Have a good one, Captain Boss. Thanks for hanging out and happy Friday. Faro art. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The handles in the back is definitely just for tying the dog rope. Um, Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly what I was gonna suggest. The handles are there for. And I was thinking, it needs to be. Man, I want to see this modeled and animated. That would be so funny. I can definitely see it, like strike a pose and all these things. I mean, well, no, not in action, well, or not in use. You don't need to see it in use. You just need to see it what the use is suggested to be. You know. Actually, I'm not gonna put the vents there. I'm gonna put the vents there. The reason is there's not a lot of heat in the back, but in the back, if you know what I'm saying, and it needs an exhaust of that. First of all, too much details. But let's just say it needs an air intake outtake uh, in the back. Morphia, yeah, physics. Oh, Gria, that's true. There's like a flush button. Maybe the flush button is in the back. Like when you're done, you just or the back of the head. That's perfect. that's that's so wrong. Oh, flush. When you're done, you slap. That's perfect. Just sanitize button. Like you high five the back of the head. Yeah, man, this concept is brilliant. Man, it was Zealin, right? Yeah, it says Zealin Industries on the arm. Zealin, man, brilliant idea. I love it that you. I don't remember the topic, but I guess it was Banana Robot or something. So happy you suggested it. Food or breakfast? It's full on. I mean, yeah, I mean it should be in the but it's a little gonna be a little bit crowded. I mean, the flush button we could also have here. That would be a better design because if he's on the back and he would hit the flush button, right? But in between the handles, it wouldn't never touch, because he would be, if he'd be on his back, it wouldn't hit the button. So I mean, even though I love the idea of slapping the back of the head, I think the flush button is better there. Even though I love the idea of the button being there. Maybe we can disregard sensibilities and have the button in the back of the head. A butt flush. That's true. The more deluxe version would have a butt flush button. Furrow art. Yeah, but then it'll make him a little bit too silly. Like that's a concern here, but it'll take the concept into another place. Even though this concept is outrageous, so far it still sits in a space where it's not haha silly. Even though we're laughing our asses off, it still kind of maintains some sort of believability. And if the thing would be like a button here, it would, I mean, it would take it to a certain place. But it would be, like, I don't know. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Morphia, yeah. Morphia, yeah, absolutely. I'd love for it to be in there. I kind of like the idea that there's a zipper in the back. It takes it, even though the zipper is for maintenance, it takes it into like a fetish realm, right? I kind of like that. That little design detail. Those kind of things are what makes a design good. I'm not saying like that it's this is a masterful design, even though it is, if you ask me. But but those tiny details is what sells an idea. A voodoo breakfast, yeah, I would be. I would be screenshotting the hell out of it. Let's do let's do an interchangeable like you can swap that middle section out like a you can change it for if that part breaks. We need to swap the. We need to see the back of the leg. come up with some good design here. Yeah. This concept is so much fun. I love this concept. How I wish Project Red would put the bananabot. That would be so much fun. Zealand. Hey Iglesias, yeah, the warm up is ending now. Actually, time is up. I see. All right, so every Friday. I mean, obviously, this has maybe 1 or 2 more Fridays left. Clean up and so on. Keep designing a little bit more. Yeah, but yeah, it's a fun project. I think it's a good idea to do. Gria, yeah, definitely. I think so. Like in the back of the head, you know, because you spend a lot of time there. Was here text, yeah, yeah, or phone numbers, or. But it's a good idea. I love the banana boat. Okay, who should we raid? Do you have any suggestions? I'm up for suggestions on raid. Oh, Christopher Kant is painting a pretty cool painting. That looks pretty damn dope, actually. Let's raid him. Zealin, yeah, maybe we should what's it called? When you kind of demonstrate, but not demonstrate. Not partition. Is it partition? Partition. Ah, I gotta remember. Anyways, let's raid Christopher Kant. He's painting some, looks like a really great illustration. Petition, yeah, there we go, Amir, thank you. I will try to stream over the weekend, we'll see, with timing. But otherwise, see you guys Monday morning. Have a great one. Let's do the outro and catch you on Discord. Bye.